Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a little makeup tutorial and I thought it'd be fun to show you a few simple steps of things that I do that kind of take a basic makeup and elevate it, and it makes it just look like you took a little more time and that you know what you're doing, and it's not hard at all. So if you guys want to see how I got this look right here, then keep on watching. Okay, here we are. We have on our base, so foundation, concealer, powder, and brows, and I think our first step is going to be blush. So let's do it. I'm going to be using the Summer of Love blush palette by Trixie Cosmetics, so you can use any color blush you want. These are just really nice pinks, and I'll show you how to kind of like amp up your usual blush. This probably isn't going to be a big surprise for a lot of you, since this is like a really trendy thing to do with your blush. And if this isn't something that you want to do, then don't worry about it. You do not have to do it like this, but I think it looks cute and it's a way to like still look natural but also look like you know what you're doing with your makeup. So I'm gonna take the middle shade right there and I'm going to put that on my cheeks pretty like liberally. More focusing it on the top of my cheek than on the bottom. And I'm kind of just pushing it in. I'm not swiping yet. And I love this color because it's really buildable. And then you can kind of start to rub it. And if you smile, you can kind of like see your cheekbones, so you can kind of like work with that. So get the apples of your cheeks nice and rosy and bring it back to your ear. Okay, and then you'll take the darker color of blush, whichever one you want. I'm using the Side Chick color from this palette. This is really good. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then stamp it, like literally just stamp it on your cheek. You'll feel kind of crazy at first, but will blend and it will be really cute. This isn't new so far for anybody, I don't think. And then blend it back really lightly, not as much as we did with the other color. Here's the part that's like the trendy thing to do that I really like. So you take the darker color again, load it up, and we're gonna put it on our nose. I think it's so cute. Okay, so I used to just do it on the tip of my nose, which is super cute, but as like lately I do it all over like this area right here. So I'll get close so you can see. I'm literally just gonna lightly add it, and I'm kind of like flattening the brush so it's more controlled. And it kind of looks like a sunburn, but don't stress. I think it's so cute, especially like this cold rainy weather. It just looks like you were out like in the snow, which is real fun. Okay, and then I take the other shade and kind of blend, and this is really intense actually on my nose, but I'm gonna go over it with face powder. I'm using the Makeup Forever one because it does have a little bit of color, and we'll just like kind of mesh it in with our foundation. You're gonna take a highlight that you like. I'm gonna use the white one from this Anastasia palette. It's like very old, but that's okay. I would show it to you, but there's a broken pan, so it would go like everywhere. And I've used all different sizes of brushes for highlight, but today we're gonna use just a tiny one. And dip it in and put it right on the end of your nose. I kind of go heavy-handed with this because I think it looks really cute. And then I'm gonna lightly I don't normally do this, but I'll do it today. Just really lightly I went down the center. And then we'll do our usual highlight. And I think I'm gonna mix the highlight from the blush palette with the Anastasia highlight for the cheeks. Use a bigger brush and dip into the After School Special from Trixie Cosmetics and just kind of like dab that where you normally would put your highlight. And then go back with the thin brush and the Anastasia one and be a little more precise with your placement up on the top of the cheekbone. Yeah. And do it on the other side. Perfect. Okay, so now that we're all blushed and ready, I kind of just once more go over it, blend it all together. It looks really cute. You look really cozy. Okay, so now that you've done your blush and your highlight, let's do the eyes. So I have a few tricks for your eyes to make it look like you took a little more time than you probably did. So let's do it. All you're actually going to need for the eyes is a bronzer and a highlight. You could use an eyeshadow palette for this if you want, but less is more, honestly. So this is just a quick kind of look. We're going to start with the bronzer. I'm going to take a thinner eye brush like that and dip it in. And we're really just going to define our crease, and this makes a huge difference. Like you could just put mascara on and go, but even just adding a little bronzer in your crease, it just makes it look that much more like professional, you know? All right, so find your crease. I kind of start light since we want this look to be kind of light. We want it to be light, except I put blush all over my face. And just kind of like build up, especially in the outer corner. And then swipe it once you feel like you've put most of the product on, so you get that nice blend. We really don't want anything too dark, so do it to the other side. Okay, and then once we're happy with the darkness of this part, you can go as dark or light as you want. Since we're just kind of keeping it simple today, I didn't do so heavy. I didn't go so heavy in the outer corner, but then we're gonna take a bigger brush and kind of really blend it. But this is like my favorite part, is just blending it. I think it makes such a difference. Take a big fluffy brush and we're just gonna blend it. I didn't put any bronzer on it, just clean. Well, it's not clean, I wiped it on a towel, but just blend that color. Just go back and forth a few times. And I think it makes it look way more like buffed out and like a true shadow, so it's really nice. And now once you have that, we're going to do the highlight. So I need a tiny brush, and we're going to use the same white Anastasia highlighter that we put on our nose and the top of our cheek, and we're going to add that to the brow bone. So I have this brush right here, it's kind of thin, and I'm going to take that color, tap off the excess, and literally just go right up here. Do the same to the other side. And there you have it. And then we're going to take a more rounded brush and do our inner corner before we move on to the exciting part. Here's a really tiny floofy brush. Take the same white shade, tap it off, and then we're going to go in the inner corner and kind of drag it up the natural like curve of your eye. Do it on the other side. And then if you want to add some more, which I always do, go ahead. Okay, so now that we have our little inner corner highlight, we can do the fun part. So this is the part where you get to pick what color you're going to use for your waterline. Putting a pop of color down there is quite literally, I think, the most fun way to just make it look like you put more effort into your makeup, and it's not hard to do at all. Like, you can be intimidated by other eyeshadow looks that you have to do on your lid, but this is just literally a line. I think anybody can do this. So grab a eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the You Make Me Happy palette from Chic, and I'm going to be using this amazing pink color right here. So I'm going to first take a liner. This is kind of optional. You can go in straight on your waterline if you want. I kind of like to use this liner as like a base. This is a white one from Urban Decay, and I'm just gonna line my waterline. Okay, so once we've got that going on, then you're gonna take a thin brush, tiny, and your color of choice. I'm gonna use pink because it's my favorite color, obviously. And we're going to just stamp that onto your waterline. Now this might be a little scary if you're not used to like getting products really close to your eye. This can make your eyes water, so be patient with yourself. Don't hurt yourself. But this is how I do it. So we'll just go in. One section at a time. And I'm gonna kind of stop where my lashes stop right there, and we're gonna add something else there in a second. So I'll go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so as you can see, we have a little pink, and you can leave it like this. I'm gonna buff it out a little bit using the same brush. So I cleaned it off, and I'm going in with a little bit of a lighter pink from the palette, and we're gonna go under the lash line instead of on the waterline. And then this eyeshadow palette actually has a pink sparkly shade, so I'm going to take that same brush and just focus it right here. And that's the color. You can literally, this is like my favorite way to incorporate a pop of color if you're nervous to start using bright colors. This is, I think, the simplest way to kind of test the waters and see what you like and see what colors you like too. You can even do one eye different color. You can do multiple colors. A rainbow under the eye. Oh my god, it would be amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and line the top of my eye with my liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and did a very uneven wing liner. You don't have to do a wing. I sat down intending not to do a wing, and then one happened. So if that ever happens to you, comment below. The next step. So something I've been doing a lot more lately is wearing a fake lash. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I really didn't like it until I got the hang of it. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting there. And I really like to just add a little lash on the end. So I'm going to add my Glamnetic lash to the end here, and I will be right back and you'll see how much of a difference it makes. And we're back. Here's the lash. Doesn't that just make this look like 20 times more like, oh, you did your makeup today? I don't know. I think it's fun. The final step to just add a little something extra. Right now, I literally just have a Dr. Pepper chapstick, because it's the best. But I'm going to put on a little gloss. This is the Trixie Cosmetics Scarlett Letter. And it's so nice because it's like a really sheer red gloss. I would definitely go with a sheer gloss if you're trying to keep it like natural but like done up. I'll show y'all. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to just do something to my hair and be right back. And here's the final look. I think it's really fun and easy. These are really simple steps that anybody can do. No experience necessary, and it really just makes your makeup look that much more clean and cute. And I don't know, it just takes a simple look and adds a little something. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited because starting next week I have a series that I'm doing for the month of February, and I don't want to say what it is because I want it to be a surprise, but it's gonna be really, really fun. So go ahead and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss this series, and comment below what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!